Okay, hey guys. This video is going to be a how-to guide on how to replace your HJC helmet and put on a new base plate. So this is the base plate kit. Here's the code in case you need to order it. I got mine on Revzilla, about $11 or $12, I believe. So it includes these screws, the two pieces, which are actually the base kits, or the base parts. So that's what it's going to be replacing, the piece that screws onto our helmet. We'll give that a go. The reason I ordered it is because right here where my finger is snapped off the other day. I have another video explaining it, but that's what I'm replacing. So let's give this a go. I'm gonna set this down for a moment. We'll take a look at it. All right. All right, so I have my flathead screwdriver. We're still rolling here. All right, so I have my flathead screwdriver. I'm going to, I'll put this down over here. Going to remove the 3 screws. Okay. 1 on the bottom. So I'm on the left side right now, looking forward. So 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna remove those, then I'll come right back. All right, also before I start removing some screws, I just wanna show you side by side. Sorry about the bounciness. The one that's broken is still on there. The replacement piece, I thought at first it looked slightly different, but it is apparently a true replacement exactly. So I'm going to remove those 3 screws on the right here and just swap this guy in. I am going to try the new screws, make sure that they work. I believe they should be good. Okay, so I've removed the broken piece, just removed those 3 screws like I said a moment ago. So just remove this from there. Boom, it's just showing there's it's a hard material, some sort of coating or a vinyl of sorts. So I'm just gonna put the new one on and give it a whirl. All right, so putting on the new one right here, I'm gonna line it up, put it on the first screw, make sure I'm good lined up. I'm gonna do it loosely. Oh, should get it in the focus here. Just gonna do it loosely. Make sure all of them are screwed in nice and loosely, make sure it's in there, and then we'll tighten everything up. So a couple things to note here when I'm doing the install. Unless I lost a screw, which I'm pretty damn sure I didn't, I'm a screw short, but that's okay. I'll use some of my old screws. In the package, it included 4 of these screws. There's no instructions. I didn't expect there to be instructions, but there's these little tiny screws that have like a extended rivet or washer or flathead on the top. So I'm gonna keep those to the side for now, but the kit only had, I'm 1 normal flathead screw, regular screw short for the normal size. So just to keep in mind. Another thing to keep in mind, unless I'm a total idiot, which hopefully is not possible or not true, I'm gonna remove on the good side. So this is the side that was not broken. I'm gonna remove these 2 screws, 1 and 2. See if I have any play, or if this will, I think this will pivot up, perhaps. I don't know. I might have to break it to get it off, which doesn't seem very logical, but we'll see. Okay, so I've removed the right side, showing that there are actually only 2 screws for this piece on the right side. So they did include the proper amount of large screws. It looks like I was looking at this piece. I'm not even able to really remove the 1 screw, which is curious. I think my piece is so old or corroded, or I don't know what the hell, but it's not sliding. If I compare the 2, the new one, which is on the right, you'll see that hole on the top here you're able to see it fine, but on the left, this piece is not sliding. So probably a good thing I'm changing it. I'm gonna give this a go, put the new one in with the 2 screws, and see what happens. Should be good. Ah, Jesus. All right, so not great news here, guys. I was just buttoning down the screws on both sides, so I put the 2 on the right side, and I was torquing manually by hand on the right side, not even very tight, and the top of the screw just completely sheared off from itself. So the top of the screw head just snapped off like it was plastic, but it's just really horrible, cheap metal, Chinese metal, unfortunately. So I'm gonna undo these 2 screws, see if I can even use needle nose pliers perhaps to get that out, and use one of my old screws. Not good. Okay, so I have needle nose pliers. I'm gonna give this a go, trying to get this out. I'm not very confident it's gonna work. It doesn't look like I have a lot of meat to grip on, but wish me luck. So back to it. I do have enough meat luckily on this. I'm gonna take it slowly, twist it out. This is not good, but I think I'm gonna salvage. All right, so I was able to get that out, thank God. I'm gonna use one of my old screws. I don't know if the screws are just have been always really horrible, or I got unlucky on that one and they were the same. Perhaps they were, I don't know, tough to say. They're just really cheap pieces of hardware here. So gonna give this a go, put the new one in, put the left side on here on the 3, and see where we're at. Okay, so I was able to successfully get the new side in, new screw. Just FYI, in case you need to learn how to use this, to actually snap this into place, this right now is not in the open position. Open is when this is slid over to the back of the helmet. That will make the space bigger, allowing you to snap it in. So just move that over. It'll snap, which my old one never did, or maybe it did when it was brand new. And then I already have the other side in, but on your visor, there's a little arrow. Let me point to it with my finger. Right above my finger right there, there's an arrow. So that matches up with this arrow, ideally. And let's see if I can do that. So I have those more or less lined up right now, clear to the black. You heard it snap in, and you're good to go. At the same time as that snapped in, this moved from open to closed, meaning that it's secure. So let's test it. Oh yeah, it moves up and down like butter. So nice, the way it should. Before it was just garbage, absolute garbage before. So that, I call that a success. A few issues along the way, obviously, but I got a new helmet. This is gonna be my backup helmet. Just gonna throw a clear lid on here because it's nighttime, and give the the new 2018 Grom a go. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you later. All right, also real quick, just in case you want to see how easy it is to take it off. So it's when it's in the on position, like I said. So when the visor is on, like it is right now, this bottom piece that looks like a shark fin or something, I'll say, is out. But all you need to do is push it the direction of the open, which is to the back of the helmet, no matter what side you're on, and it should pop right out. So easy as that. And then when you do that, it stays in the on open position until you put the new put the visor back in, and it will lock securely, and then this will pivot back to the closed position. So just that easy. Just wanted to quickly show you how to do that. See ya. One other additional thing I just want to note, I pointed out in case anybody runs across this. So there's a locking mechanism on the bottom of the visor, of the HJC visor. Down is lock. It goes down. There's a little plastic tab that basically just pops forward. So if if you can see that. When I undo it, open, closed, it goes down. So when I close the lid, and as far as I can tell, everything I did, all those screws were lined up properly. This will not lock. So there's obviously some misalignment of sorts. I'm not too worried about it. I don't really lock my visor that much, but just wanted to also point that out.